Syrian Arab Army inflicts heavy losses on terrorists in various places. 2 Palestinians were killed and 20 others were injured today during the Israeli ongoing aggression on Gaza. More than 40 Iraqis were killed or wounded in a terrorist blast in Baghdad al-Jadidah neighborhood. Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. This is Irado Krikorian with the news in English. Several terrorists have been killed or wounded when their gatherings were targeted by Syrian Arab Army soldiers in Az-Zohor Street and Khan Al-Shieh farms in Damascus suburbs. Their weapons and ammunition were destroyed. Other terrorists were also killed or wounded by Syrian Arab Army personnel east of Battina Mosque and the eastern and western Al-Zubaidah, as well as near Al-Bareqa and Majduliya village in Al-Qunaitira countryside. Their weapons and criminal tools were also destroyed. In Daraa countryside, Syrian Arab Army units foiled an infiltration attempt by the terrorists who tried to sneak from the village of As-Sukkariya north of Tal Jabiya towards Raqat Farwe, killing many terrorists, injuring others and destroying their vehicle. In Daraa al-Balad, Syrian Arab Army targeted the terrorist gatherings and hideouts, killing many terrorists and injuring others in the vicinity of Syria Tel building and in Al-Manshia neighborhood, as well as in Al-Mrashat area west of the old customs. In Homs suburbs, Syrian Arab Army units have destroyed 2 trucks loaded with terrorists and weapons in Ain Hussein. In Homs suburbs, Syrian Arab Army units have destroyed 2 trucks loaded with terrorists and weapons in Ain Hussein in the direction of Al-Musharfa in Talbise. A number of armed men were also killed or wounded when their gatherings were targeted in Sharshuh. In Idlib, Syrian Arab Army unit has destroyed a terrorist hideout at the entrance of Binnish town in the governorate's countryside, killing and wounding a number of them and destroying a heavily machine gun provided vehicle. Syrian Arab Army units continued their operations against the terrorist gatherings and hideouts in a number of neighborhoods in Aleppo and its countryside. A military source said that Syrian Arab Army units killed many terrorists and injured others in a series of operations carried out in the vicinity of the Air College, as well as in Azaz, Dubayq, Hanano, Al-Ramuse, Al-Jabul, Al-Mansoura and Khantuman in Aleppo and its countryside. The source pointed out that the military units destroyed a number of the terrorist gatherings, some of which were equipped with heavy machine guns. In Ez-Zor, Syrian Arab Army units killed many terrorists and injured others in the neighborhoods of Al-Rushdiya, Al-Jbayle, the old airport, Al-Sina'a, Al-Arfi, Al-Hawaiqa, Al-Rasafi and Nazlat Urdaysat. During the operations, the Syrian Arab Army destroyed 5 of the terrorists' vehicles, some of which were equipped with heavy machine guns. Among the terrorists killed were Adi Al-Hajj Muhammad and Adi Kassar. Australian Prime Minister Tony Abbott has acknowledged that at least 60 Australians have joined the terrorist organizations fighting in Syria and Iraq with the support of 100 mediators in Australia. He added that this meant his country might face the increasing threat of potential terrorists more than ever. Abbott said the footage that showed more barbaric acts of beheadings and killings in Syria and the fact that Australian citizens were among the foreign fighters fighting there have shed light on the need to take measures to combat terrorism. He affirmed that ISIS poses a threat to all who don't share with it its brutal extremism and who refuse to join such terrorist organizations. Abbott revealed that his government has allocated about $585 million on measures like strengthening programs of participation of local communities within the Australian society, focusing mainly on preventing Australian youths from joining extremist organizations. Welcome back. Israeli occupation troops have escalated their offensive on the Gaza Strip for the 51st day running, launching more air raids that targeted Al-Nafaq Street north of Gaza, killing 2 Palestinians and wounding others, and raising the death toll to 2,135 and the injured to at least 10,900. Palestinian sources have indicated that Israeli jet fighters bombarded the 13-story tower of the Italian complex located in Al-Nasr neighborhood north of Gaza, leveling it to the ground. They also followed fired F-16 jet fighters rockets, wounding 20 Palestinians, among them first aid men, members of civil defense, and 2 journalists. Finally, in Iraq, 12 people were killed and 28 others injured in a terrorist car bomb blast in the area of Baghdad al-Jadidah, east of the capital, Baghdad. Police said 2 police officers were among those killed in the blast, which took place in a crowded street at a crossroad in Baghdad al-Jadidah. Medical sources expect the toll to rise as most injuries were very serious. With this, we end our news for today. Thank you for watching. For more details about Syria and the region, and to view this bulletin again, you can always visit our website in English, syriaonline.sy. Now to latest business and market news with Nariman Qassam, but after a short break.